And me and Jimmy must have had 100 fights, either wrestling or just happened to get into an argument over something, and a fight would break out. And I never ever once threw the first punch, never ever. And because I always knew that he could have 5, 10, 15 punches, he wasn't going to hurt nobody. And then you could land one or two, and he would realize the fight was over, and he quit. Well, there's just one problem with that. Jimmy is a stupid, hot-headed, only child cocksucker who won't quit. And the worst fight we ever had, we were fighting in my living room. It was a wrestling match. And it wasn't going exactly the way he wanted. He was getting a little roughed up and scruffed up and being drug across the carpet and getting carpet burns. And I knew some shit that hurt real bad that you couldn't see. Our friends would referee the matches. And he'd be in a lot of pain, but yet the referee looking at it couldn't say, well, what are you bitching about, you pussy? He ain't doing anything to you. And so he had about enough of it. So he reached up and he grabbed a handful of my hair and he pulled just as fucking hard as he could. Now, I'm about 17, 18 years old when he did this. And there's just one problem. I'm not tender-headed. You can drag me across the parking lot by the head of my hair still to this day, and it don't hurt. It don't bother me a bit. Well, Jimmy has very fine hair and is very tender-headed. So I'm thinking, you know what? Even though it didn't hurt, you little motherfucker, you tried to hurt me. You thought it was going to hurt. So we're going to give you a little dose of your own medicine. So I put him in a headlock. And I grabbed as big a handful of his hair as I could, and I yanked for all I was fucking worth. And it fucking killed him. So now it's a fist fight now. He comes back at me, and he's swinging fucking fist. He's calling me every goddamn name in the book. He can't see without his glasses, so he couldn't hit me if his fucking life depended on it. Swinging for all he's worth. Now he's picking up shit and throwing it at me. There's a nutcracker laying in the living room. If you've ever seen one of these big fucking nutcrackers, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
right.
The old school.
The old school one picks that up, throws it at me.
Yes.
He goes into the bathroom, and now he's throwing fucking shampoo bottles and conditioner and perfume bottles. Anything he can get, he's throwing at me. None of that's working, and I'm thinking, this crazy motherfucker's lost his goddamn mind. All over fucking pulling hair. So then he's grabbing a few other things in the living room, and the one mistake he made, he tried to pick up basically a recliner. It wasn't a recliner, but it was one of those big chairs that's the size of a recliner. He thinks he's going to pick that up and hit me with it. So we thought. He's about 17, 18 years old. He weighs, if I had to guess, between 168 and 175 pounds. And I was probably 6 foot by then, and somewhere between, because I'm trying to guess the era of time, I might have weighed 195 to 212, give or take. He bends over trying to pick that chair up, and he takes about 3 cracks at it, and he realizes he ain't going to get that chair, but he's blowing himself up even worse trying to pick it up. I glommed that motherfucker in the back, laid him down on that floor, put my knees on his shoulders, and I resorted to slapping him and saying, do you quit? No. I slapped the fuck out of him again. I said, do you quit? No. Slapped the shit out of him again. Now his nose is bleeding. He's a notorious nose bleeder. He's one of those, his nose will bleed drinking a glass of milk. No, he won't quit. That's 3 or 4 slaps. And I mean, I'm slapping the dog fuck out of him. I ain't hitting him with my fist, but I am slapping him just as fucking hard as I can and saying, do you quit? So about after the 7th slap, and he still says no, now I'm blown up from slapping the shit out of him and yelling at him. So I look at him, my knees are still on his shoulders. He can't move if he fucking wanted to. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, I'm going to get up. I said, and if you even come at me, I swear to God, you motherfucker, I'm going to kill you. I said, you will not make it home. I said, or you can fucking walk away and this goddamn thing's over. I said, it's your call. I said, but I'm getting up. What we do from here is your fucking call. So I get up and he gets up and he's got that fucking death look in his eyes. I'm going, that motherfucker's going to come at me. He's got bleeding all over the goddamn place. He walks into the bathroom and closes the door. I was like, all right. He's finally got some fucking sense and he's quit. So I'm blown up trying to catch my fucking breath. I go into my room. I'm sitting there for 5 or 10 minutes. Jimmy's still in the bathroom trying to get his nose to quit bleeding. I go cut back through the living room to go to the kitchen to get an RC Cola. That's what Mom always bought, was the 16-ounce RC Colas in the bottle. So I'm going in there to get me something to drink. Jimmy comes out of the bathroom as I'm coming back through with my RC. He looks at me. I look at him. He holds his arms up and comes over and hugs me. He said, that was a good fight, man. I said, yeah. Yeah, it was a good fight, Jimmy. I said, why don't we not have too many more of those? But he thought because he lived, that was a good fight. He never got off an ounce of offense other than throwing something fucking at me. And I'm telling you, we had 100 of those, but that was probably the best one we had. And he still to this day remembers trying to pick up that chair, trying to hit me with the equivalent of a recliner. And oh God, I wish somebody had filmed it because I can picture every minute of that in my mind's eye, as they call it, like it happened yesterday. And I'm 56 years old now. This is our 40th year of friendship, if you want to call it that. 40 years we've been known each other and associated.